Have you ever noticed that we have been trained to believe that love must be loud to be real? We expect the grand gestures, the dramatic confessions, and the constant verbal reassurance. Many women assume that if a man truly cherishes us, he must speak it from the rooftops. But for a mature woman, a woman who has gathered the wisdom of her years, that loud love often starts to feel a bit empty. Stop chasing the noise. One of the biggest mistakes we make is measuring a man's heart only by the words he speaks. The truth is, no matter how much a man tries to hide it, his deepest devotion lives in the quiet spaces between his words. It lives in his subconscious behaviors and his instinctive reactions. When a man loves you deeply, his body will betray his silence long before his voice ever does. He will carve out a sanctuary for true emotional intimacy. You just have to know how to look. I understand because I've heard this question countless times from women who feel a quiet pocket of doubt, wondering if the man beside them truly sees them. This is for you. It is time to step back into your queen's mindset. Stop chasing, start choosing. Let's look at the quiet truth together. Think about this. Eleanor is 61 years old, elegant and independent, yet she carried the quiet scars of a past marriage where she felt emotionally abandoned. When she met Robert, a 63-year-old retired landscape designer, she hoped for a deep, soulful connection. Robert was gentle, stable, and always there, but he was incredibly quiet. He didn't write romantic notes, he didn't whisper sweet confessions, and he rarely said those three words: "You deserve better than empty doubt." As months passed, Eleanor began to feel a familiar chill of doubt. She wondered if she was settling, if they were falling into a comfortable but empty transactional relationship. She felt her sense of self-worth slipping, constantly overanalyzing his silence, wondering if she had to beg for his affection. She was on the verge of walking away. She was convinced his quietness meant a lack of care. Then, on a cold Tuesday evening, everything changed. They were walking back from a local theater. The autumn wind was bitter. The pavement was uneven and slick with rain. Robert, without saying a single word, moved his body to the outside edge of the street, putting himself between Eleanor and the fast, spraying traffic. Then, as she shivered slightly, he stopped. He unbuttoned his own heavy wool coat, draped it gently over her shoulders, and carefully tucked her gloved hand into his warm jacket pocket. He looked down at her, his eyes filled with a quiet, intense focus. His lips didn't form a single word. In that freezing pocket of silence, Eleanor stopped and really looked at him. She realized she had been blind. Robert didn't need to speak, because his entire body and his subconscious behaviors were constantly shouting how much he adored her. He was building a sanctuary for her, a place where emotional intimacy was woven through daily actions. Eleanor realized that if she wanted to keep her queen's mindset, she had to stop chasing the noise of a youthful fantasy and start choosing the deep, quiet devotion of a real man. She kept her coat on, squeezed his hand, and let the silence heal her. You are the prize.
Sign 1. The subconscious anchor, physical claiming. Have you ever noticed that when you are walking together, a man will suddenly reach out and adjust his pace just to match yours? But there is an even deeper, more profound physical connection that most women completely overlook. It is what psychology calls the subconscious anchor. Think about the simple act of linking your arm through his or sliding your hand into his palm while walking. For a man, especially as he gets older, this is not just a casual gesture, it is the ultimate subconscious claiming. In his mind, this is a silent declaration to the world. It is a boundary he draws around you that says, "This is my woman, and I am here to protect her." When you touch him this way, his heart rate actually slows down. His masculine instincts of guardianship are quietly activated. He feels a deep sense of peace, knowing that you trust him to guide the way. It is a moment where physical closeness melts effortlessly into true emotional intimacy. He may not say a word, but his body language is whispering, "You are safe with me." Want to test it? The next time you are walking side by side, don't wait for him to reach out. Quietly, without making a big deal out of it, slip your arm through his. Gently wrap your fingers around his hand. Then don't say anything, just keep walking and feel the change in his posture. Notice how his shoulders instantly broaden. Notice how his step becomes more deliberate and how he subtly pulls you a little closer to his side. His subconscious behaviors will tell you everything you need to know. He will notice. Sign 2. The digital deep dive, his secret nostalgia. Have you ever wondered if a man thinks about you when you are not looking and he is all alone in his own space? The truth is, no matter how much a man tries to hide it, his private digital world tells a completely different story. Many women believe that men only think about them when they are physically together, but masculine psychology reveals a beautiful secret, a hidden digital nostalgia. When a man is deeply connected to you, his phone becomes a vault of quiet memories. He will secretly scroll through old photos. He will sometimes go back to the very beginning, looking at the curve of your smile or the light in your eyes. He might reread old text messages just to feel the warmth of your presence. He won't tell you this because he fears appearing too vulnerable. But these subconscious behaviors are his way of cultivating emotional intimacy when you are apart. To him, your image is a quiet anchor that reminds him why you are the ultimate prize. You are enough. Want to test it? The next time you are sitting together and he has his phone out, casually mention a memory from early in your relationship. You might say, "I was just thinking about that rainy afternoon at the cafe. I wonder if we took a picture that day." Don't ask him to search. Just let the thought hang in the air and observe. If he is quietly devoted, you will notice his posture soften. His fingers will subconsciously find their way to his gallery. Within minutes, he will reveal the exact photo, saved and cherished, right there in his palm.
Sign 3. The silent adoration, when you're his masterpiece. Imagine you're at home reading a book, and you catch a man just staring at you when he thought you weren't looking. Many women assume that there is something wrong, wondering if their hair is messy or if there is something on their face. But masculine psychology reveals a beautiful truth. When a man is deeply connected to you, his quiet gaze is not an inspection. It is a moment of pure, silent adoration. To him, you are a masterpiece in motion, a living sanctuary. As men get older, they stop searching for loud, fleeting excitement. They crave emotional intimacy. They crave the quiet comfort of a woman who truly understands them. When he watches you sip your tea or look out the window, he is quietly memorizing your presence. He is storing you in his heart. He won't say it out loud because words would break the magic of the moment. Stop doubting yourself. Want to test it? The next time you feel his eyes on you, don't turn around and ask what is wrong. Instead, slowly turn your head, look directly into his eyes, and just smile softly. Keep your silence. Don't say a single word. Just hold his gaze and let the silence hang between you. Notice how his face instantly softens. Notice how his lips gently curl and how his shoulders relax. In his world, you are the only thing that matters. Sign 4, the Primal Shield, the protective walk. Have you ever noticed that when you are walking down a busy street together, a man will suddenly shift his position to the outside edge, putting himself between you and the rushing cars? He doesn't stop to explain why. He doesn't make a grand announcement. He just does it. This is what psychology calls the primal shield. It is an instinctive reaction, deeply woven into masculine biology. For a mature man, protecting the woman beside him is not a performance. It is a fundamental need. Most people misunderstand and think modern relationships are just simple transactions. But deep inside his subconscious behaviors, his biology is still wired to be your guardian. When he walks on the street side, his brain is actively mapping potential dangers and securing your path. To him, your safety is far more important than his own comfort. You are the prize. Want to test it? The next time you are walking along a sidewalk next to a street, slowly let your pace drift. Switch sides with him casually, as if you were looking at a shop window. Don't say a word, just make the move and watch his reaction. Within a few seconds, you will see his posture shift. His eyes will search the street, and his body will naturally navigate back to the outside edge. He will reclaim his position as your shield. His subconscious behaviors will always choose to keep you safe.
Sign 5, the recharge zone. Comfort in silence. Many women believe that when a man is quiet, it means something is wrong. We are conditioned to think that love requires constant noise, endless conversations, and constant verbal reassurance. If he isn't talking, we start to worry, asking ourselves if he is losing interest. But masculine psychology reveals a completely different truth. For a mature man, silence is not distance. It is absolute comfort. Stop overthinking the quiet. When he is out in the world, He is constantly problem solving. He is carrying the weight of responsibilities and constantly performing. But when he is deeply connected to you, just being in the same room becomes his ultimate sanctuary. He doesn't feel the need to entertain you or fill the air with empty words. Your mere presence brings his nervous system back to absolute peace. This comfort and silence is one of the most profound subconscious behaviors of a man in love. He is recharging his soul. Want to test it? The next time you are both at home, don't turn on the television and don't force a conversation. Just sit in the same room with him, perhaps reading a book, for about 30 minutes. Let the silence settle in and gently observe his body language. Notice how his breathing deepens. Notice how his shoulders drop their tension. Watch for those quiet moments when he secretly glances over at you. He isn't bored. He is simply admiring his sanctuary. Sign 6, the invisible effort, dressing for your pride. Think about this. When a man shows up for a date, he often acts as if he just threw on the first shirt he found. Society teaches men to project an air of casual nonchalance. They are supposed to look effortless. But the truth is, no matter how much a man tries to hide it, his invisible effort tells a beautiful story of devotion. When a mature man truly values you, he wants you to feel an immense sense of pride when you stand beside him. He might play it cool when he arrives, but behind closed doors, he likely spent a long time deciding what to wear. He probably asked himself which color you like best. He secretly checked his reflection in every car window he walked past. This isn't about vanity. It is a profound subconscious behavior driven by an instinctive desire to be worthy of your attention. Your opinion carries more weight than anyone else's in the entire world. You set the standard. Want to test it? The next time you meet him, give him a highly specific and unexpected compliment about his outfit. Don't just say he looks nice. Tell him that the specific shade of his sweater makes his eyes look striking. Then let the silence hang and closely watch his reaction. Notice how his posture instantly shifts. Watch how he subconsciously stands taller. A quiet, undeniable spark will light up his eyes. His body will reveal exactly how much your approval means to his heart. Sign 7. The behavioral mirror, subconscious syncing. Studies have shown that human beings are naturally wired to connect, but when a mature man falls deeply in love, this connection goes far beyond simple conversations. It seeps right into his subconscious behaviors. Have you ever noticed him suddenly using a phrase that you always say? Or perhaps you catch him humming a song from a playlist you love. This is what psychology calls subconscious syncing. When a man cherishes you, his mind naturally desires to close the gap between you two. He doesn't just want to be near you, his soul is attempting to synchronize with yours. Without even realizing it, he starts to weave your habits, your vocabulary, and your little quirks into his own personality. He is doing this because in his eyes, you are his ultimate prize. By reflecting your behaviors, he is silently telling the world that you are a part of him. You are deeply loved. Want to test it? Over the next few days, try introducing a new, unique phrase into your daily conversations. Or perhaps start a small new habit, like tapping your teacup twice before taking a sip. Don't mention it to him, just do it naturally. Then wait and observe. Within a week or so, you will likely hear that exact phrase slip from his lips. He won't even know he is doing it, but that silent reflection will tell you that his heart is completely in sync with yours. Sign 8. The quiet awe, his gratitude for your presence. For women over 55, we become acutely aware of our own flaws as we get older. A mature man has lived long enough to recognize his shortcomings and his past mistakes. Have you ever caught a man looking at you, not just with physical attraction, but with a sense of quiet wonder? When he finds a woman of true value, a woman who carries herself with a queen's mindset, he doesn't just love her, he feels profoundly grateful for her. There will be moments when you are doing something entirely ordinary, like folding laundry. If you look back, you will see a man who is simply overwhelmed with luck. He is looking at you in quiet awe. In his mind, he is marveling at the fact that out of everyone in the world, you chose to stay by his side. He might not possess the poetic words to say it,
but his silent adoration says it all. You are a treasure. Want to test it? The next time you are sharing a quiet moment together, perhaps watching television on the couch, subtly and without making a single sound, reach out and place your hand over his. Just let it rest there. A man who is filled with quiet gratitude will not just let your hand lay flat. Almost immediately, you will feel an instinctive reaction. He will subconsciously turn his palm and grip your hand back firmly. It is his silent promise that he is holding on tightly.
Sign 9. The silent evolution. Growing to be worthy. Many women assume that they need to force a man to change. We constantly ask for adjustments, hoping he will eventually become the man we need. But masculine psychology reveals a beautiful secret. When a man loves you from the heart, you never have to force him to grow. His behavior will naturally shift, all on its own. True love activates his deepest instinctive reaction to evolve. Don't beg for change. He looks at your grace, your emotional stability, and he desperately wants to be worthy of your queen's mindset. So he silently goes to work on himself. Perhaps he used to be quick to anger, but now he takes a deep breath and responds with a profound calmness. Maybe he was always careless with his daily routines, but suddenly he is building a life of stability. He doesn't announce these changes with a grand speech. He just quietly becomes a better, stronger version of himself. Want to test it? Think about a small situation that used to trigger his impatience, or a stubborn habit he had when you first met. Casually bring up a similar situation today. Don't lecture him, just mention it, and quietly observe how he handles it now. You will notice a stark difference in his behavior. He will likely handle the moment with a quiet, composed patience that simply wasn't there before. That silent evolution is his ultimate proof that you are the prize he wants to keep forever. Sign 10. The unspoken forever. Building a shared future. Many women believe that true commitment must be declared with grand promises and loud declarations of a lifelong future. But as we get older, we realize that words can sometimes be empty. A man who is not truly invested might make big promises, but he will never actually follow through with actions. When a mature man truly loves you, he doesn't need to constantly promise you forever. He is already quietly building it. You deserve this security. When he lets his guard down, he will share his deepest hopes for the future. You will notice that he naturally includes you in every single one of them. His financial decisions, his long-term habits, and his everyday plans all quietly revolve around a shared life. This is his subconscious behavior at its most beautiful. He is creating a sanctuary where your emotional intimacy can thrive for the rest of your lives. Want to test it? Bring up a casual idea about the distant future. Mention a place you would love to visit or a quiet town you might want to retire in 2 or 3 years from now. Don't ask for a commitment, just let the thought hang in the air. Listen very closely to his instinctive reaction. Notice the exact pronoun he chooses to use. He won't say, "That sounds like a great trip for you." He will automatically say, "We should absolutely do that." That simple little word is his silent forever. I understand because I've heard this question countless times from women who exhaust themselves trying to pull the right words out of him. As we get older, we become wiser, and we start to understand that the deepest forms of love are rarely shouted from the rooftops. If a man doesn't constantly speak his feelings, it does not mean he doesn't care. You do not need to beg for validation. You do not need to overanalyze his silence. Step into your power. It is time to step fully into your queen's mindset. A woman who truly knows her self-worth does not force a man to prove his love through exhausting performances. She doesn't chase. She simply leans back, lives her beautiful, independent life, and gently observes his subconscious behaviors. She watches the way his body naturally shields her, the way his breathing slows when they touch, and the invisible effort he puts in just to see her smile. You are the prize. You are the sanctuary he has been searching for his entire life. It is time to stop chasing the noisy illusions of youth. Start choosing the man whose quiet, instinctive reactions prove that he values your heart above everything else. When you finally embrace this kind of deep emotional intimacy, you will find a peace you never knew existed. Now, I would love to hear from you. Have you ever experienced this beautiful, silent love? Which of these 10 signs resonated with your heart the most today? Please share your stories in the comments below. Your journey might be exactly what another woman needs to hear right now. If you found comfort in this message, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more heartfelt conversations. Thank you for spending this quiet time with me. And never forget, your presence is a gift.